Make Me Laugh Media presents Comedy Insights. We give you the scoop on all things comedy, such as
my first time I ever bumped,
my favorite comedy special.
What's it like to be a woman in comedy?
Is there a comedian that I grew up watching and I met him, I didn't like him?
I don't give a fuck. Them niggas know who they is. I got on their ass about that too.
Do I have any comedy groupie stories?
Bro, what was that question again?
You are watching Comedy Insights.
Yo, I'm Deddy Flynn, and you are watching Comedy Insights. Who was the first person to take me on the road? My first out-of-town show was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, from Atlanta, and I was up there with a comic. She quit now, but her name was Laura Lewis. Was the first person to ever take me, out. I ain't never really did no tours. People, I always just pop up on things. If I'm in that city, I hit somebody up and be like, yo, can I jump on? And they always say yes. Whoever said no, we not friends no more. My favorite place to perform. Whoo. That's hard. Because some of the spots closed. It used to be P&H in Memphis. I just love the city of Memphis. I love performing out there. They got the right mix of, people who I grew up with and everybody know how to party. My favorite place, though, I'd have to say Black Circle in Indianapolis. That place always shows me love no matter when I'm on that flyer. They're always rowdy. They always drinking. They know how to party without talking. They know how to party without disrupting the show. They have a good time. They laugh hard. And their crowds are like extra diverse. I'm talking about extrally mixed, not 3 black people and 70 white people. And they're like, this crowd is diverse. I'm talking about it's a good mix. There's extra people in there. So as Asian people come out, you know what I mean? All crazy. I know they made them in Indiana, but they do. The first place I did stand up was in high school. It was in my theater class. My teacher, Miss Thrower, they would always, she's actually very connected into the Atlanta comedy scene, but she was my theater teacher then, so she would have a comedy night once a semester. And she taught us, she goes through ways to write, how to perform, and then we all perform at night, and then I just had it. But the first place I really start doing comedy would have to be at the local off of Ponce, but they about to kill that joint too, so that bar ain't gonna be there no more, so you can't start there no more. It's got a time clock for they bulldozer to build apartments. Y'all gonna go around looking for it. Where is it? It's not where I was. My favorite word. See, here's the thing is, I'm biased because my favorite city to perform in is the people who buy the most tickets and merch. And so it's gotta be Memphis. There's a lot of great cities I've been to. I love going out there. I love performing anywhere that I have me. Anywhere that booked me is technically my favorite. But Memphis people, they every time I go out there, I'm out of merch. Every time the show is sold out, I love. That's who I'm biased at. Whoever is spending them in Atlanta. I gotta come back home. Y'all do love me, but if y'all saw how the people in Memphis was treating me, you do better. Y'all keep shit together if y'all do. They treat me good. I'm about to cheat, but I'm about to move or whatever. The first comedian I ever saw out, well, he was a magician at the same time, but it was Tom Mulligan, and he was on late night and stuff like that, but he used to have a club down. But I'll say the first comic I've ever seen was Jeff Foxworthy and all them, and they were doing the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and we had won some free tickets off of a 7-Up cut, the little, I don't know if y'all remember, but back in the day, Coca-Cola and all the things used to have a cap. Anyway, so that was only 2 things we've ever won, was tickets to that, and then my parents also won the free trip to the Grammys. So if y'all remember that Make 7-Up Yours, that free trip to the Grammys, my parents had won that. So got to get back to the Grammys. Get 7-Up to sponsor your boy. My favorite comedy special has to be Elephant in the Room, Patrice O'Neal. It's hard because Bernie Mac my favorite, and I love it, but Patrice, it's so many quotables in there, and I think it's spawned off a lot more careers than a lot of people are going to give it credit for, because I know right now people don't want you looking back at that because people say it's misogynistic or whatever, everything he's saying, but everything he's saying is from a viewpoint that nobody else could have thought of. So like that's how I start writing. Is I look into look at something and I think of a different kind of view. It taught me so much. I wish I had seen Patrice live, but yeah, Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room is the greatest special I've ever seen. What made me want to become a comedian? I ain't have nothing else. I had learned previously about it when I was in high school in theater, and I needed to do something because I had to leave college. My dad was sick. People were, so I had to, help out with money and stuff. I had to move back from college, and so I needed something with my brain because it wasn't just getting used. So I was like, let me go ahead and do the hardest thing I know. And so I started doing comedy, and then once I got a couple laughs, I was like, all right, cool. And then I saw some people getting a lot of laughs, and they weren't saying nothing. So I was like, I could do this for sure. My comedy style, it's kind of like a funk based storytelling. I'm everywhere. I'm high energy. It's still what's happening, what's going on, but like I like to have fun. I like everybody to be involved. I like the crowd to be having a good time, and the more fun that the crowd has, I'm gonna have. Regardless, I'm gonna have fun. Cause that's just how they did it in funk, especially like P-Funk coming out the spaceship. Like I just want everybody to have a party. So I'm just a fast talking, I write amazing jokes. I'm very good looking. But you knew that. I ain't seen my barber recently. He mad at me. Every great set I've ever had, I had to take a shit before. I don't know why. Now I just like try to make sure I have to take, so I don't eat. I eat only like up until like 3 hours before. Like I might drink a coffee because you got to get this shit out of you. You know what I mean? So you can talk your shit. Somebody smart said that one time. I think it was my homeboy Ferg. But yeah, if you don't poop, you're going to have a bad set. I always like to go and, try to, look at the bartenders, whoever's working, say what's up to them, and then like I just go up there and then I let God speak through me, which is usually the funniest things anybody else has ever heard. Super creative. I just think a lot of it gets lost in how good looking I am. The first time I bombed, boy, oh man. It was at Cloud 9. Back in the day. And I had went on stage. I didn't even use my name because I didn't know how I was going to go. I was nervous. And so I got in there and I started telling these jokes. And nobody was happy about it. And a dude stood up and then stood up in his chair, which Cloud 9 ain't that big. You know what I mean? He was like, kill yourself, nigga! Boo! So I left, and I tried to, every bridge I saw could have been that bridge. It could have been that bridge all the way home. That bridge is, I probably only bombed one other time since then, 8.5 years. I make sure it will never happen again. It will never happen again. All right. If it ain't going my way, if it look like it's not gonna go, I leave. You know what I mean? If it don't, I don't think I should have to feel that. You know what I mean? I don't deserve that. That's not it's up like when I got that phone call, my dad died, like bombing like right here. You know what I mean? Like, for me mentally, I can't even do it. Okay, I'm allergic to bombing. It make me break out in hives and shit. I don't even eat. The food tastes good to y'all when y'all bomb? I don't like food no more. I'd be like, I need to go. Also, whatever I wear when I bomb, I throw that shit away. I don't even dress like that no more. Like I don't even like if I was wearing a white t-shirt, you ain't seen me in a white t-shirt since. It's like when you get arrested and don't nobody keep the same clothes. you get arrested in. That is burned. So I go home, I burn the bomb off because I don't want that getting on my other clothes, and now I'm bombing other stuff. So anytime a joke don't land, I'm like, it was the shoes. I don't wear those shoes no more. I'm glad I got that off my chest. I've been eating at me. No, I ain't never go back to Cloud. I don't deserve it. I'm never going back. Not under the name I told them. Anytime, tell you right now, they be like, hey, everybody, like, well, you better go on stage. The host gonna come ask you, how you want me to bring you up, and I be like, hey, bro. I'm Dexter Ferguson tonight, bro. If it look like it's gonna be a tough crack, but I'm saying, but if I do great, Ferg, you get more bookings. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't use. Let me get some of the names. I didn't definitely use David Perdue, Landon Lackey, Wellington Juco. Because I, you know what I'm saying, it's a black. I just like, yeah, my name Damon Sumner tonight. You know what I mean? Like, if it don't look like it's gonna go on, now it usually do. Like, I Sally bombed twice. You know what I'm saying? But neither one of them was under the Deddy Flynn. You know what I mean? Not the Deddy Fat Stacks. Nah, he ain't never bombed. You know what I'm saying? But there was one time I saw Landon bomb with me doing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my brother. He gotta forgive me. Oh yeah, Anthony Tribe. I done use that name a lot of times. Yes, but it's weird now because it's mostly from my TikTok, and then I tell them I'm a comic, but then I also tell them I was a comic before the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because some comics get weird about that. They be like, "Oh, you got booked because you didn't." They don't think I not. Nah, I really do this. I'm doing this for almost 9 years. I write the hottest shit, but it was like somebody come like I was on a set recently for this thing I can't talk about, but I was on set and they came and I was like, I messed up something. And then they quoted my video to me. They were, because it was like I have videos like Crazy Friend, and he actually posted on his page. I didn't know he had it posted on his page at that time. But he was like, talk about my friend like that, because I was like, I don't let friends talk bad about themselves. So he was saying it to me, and then he showed me his phone and showed where he posted my video, and then I cried. You know what I'm saying? Not in front of him. I was like, oh yeah, appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? Tag me. I walked away. But anybody who was within 100 feet heard me crying, because it was an ugly cry. It was not. Sinuses was clear for 2 weeks after that. A big shot. I'm gonna see you one day. That's what I told him. I said, nah, don't put me on the road. I want you. We got to be on the fly when you go to the city. That's my favorite thing about comedy, though. When you like seeing your brothers or people who you like, writing with, and you go to the city and you see your poster and they coming the next week, like that. That's beautiful. That's one of my favorite things in comedy. Yeah, Darnell Rollins and Miss Pat, and Ronnie Jordan. That's Big Brother. Really, all of them gave me a lot of good advice too. I think seeing especially like being able to share the stage with, Darnell. Even though I was like 3 people ahead of him, but in my brain it was just this. It was just this. But especially when I came backstage and he was laughing still. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Miss Pat, of course, Atlanta legend, and Ronnie Jordan, that fat nigga at the door. That's Big Brother. Carlos Mencia was being a little bit of a bitch. You know what I mean? But to his defense, he had booked the same city as me and my homegirl, and we had the smaller club, but we took the entire comedy audience in this city. Because the city is outside of a major city, but it's still kind of like a big city. And so basically, because he only sold 1 ticket the whole weekend, because we had 2 shows Friday and Saturday. We sold both of them out. He over there, and I'm just I know he used to steal, but you know what I'm saying? He don't kill. You know what I'm saying? I really only fuck with killers. You know what I'm saying? But he either steal or a killer. You know what I'm saying? You a robber, you a shooter. 2 different things. And so as a killer, I'm not scared of a thief. You know what I'm saying? I can meet the thieves. Like, he a shoplifter. Carlos Mencia a shoplifter. We know he be stealing jokes. And I just wanted to say what's up, because I knew he sold 1 ticket. You know what I mean? Like, it might be good just to see, a brother in comedy. Yeah, but he be salty. Like, I ain't the reason you didn't sell no tickets. You should have stood 10 toes down on what you was stealing. We probably would have respected it a little bit more. I ain't too fond of Cuz. Have I ever stolen a joke by accident and on purpose? There are some people who like I'm with a lot, and we all say like funny stuff. We might have the same story, but one, we live with that philosophy of whoever get hot, like just like make that joke hot. You know what I mean? Like so sometimes like my friend would be like, "Hey man, I ain't got no new material. I need that joke tonight. I ain't never been to that city. Go do the joke. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like because if he up, I'm up, so we don't really trip like that. I have had jokes stolen from me, but like Carlos said, just let them get good with the joke and then steal it back. So anybody, I done had jokes. I know you see me. I know you tried to come do it, and then you was like, "Hey, those are my tags." That's what you tell people because they knew it was my joke. But thank you for making it good, bro. It take a team. It take a village. So y'all want to keep stealing my jokes? Go ahead, do it, cause I'ma steal them right back. And like we get a recording and everything. I have it on the special. You can tell your friends. Here's some big comedy misconceptions. One, just because people laugh, you killed. If somebody else went on and they didn't talk about you for the next 2 minutes, you didn't kill. All right? Because when you kill, killing is two different. Killing, you couldn't even get through your jokes all the way. If you got through everything you wanted to say, you was not killing. Because sometimes that crowd ain't even gonna let you get it. Every time you talk, it's another applause break. That's killing. When the vibe in the whole room is like, oh, this is his show. I don't even need to be here. Like that's when you killing. I don't like it when people just go up there and they say some jokes, people laugh, and it was like, I killed. You did not kill. You did exactly what you were supposed to be doing. You not getting arrested for that. You was just in the car. You wasn't the shooter, bro. Hey, I mean, that's one. Two, I think that you have to be sad to write jokes. That's not true. That is not true. I came from people that were just funny. It wasn't about, I know people always like to say it's tragedy plus this equals comedy. That's not true. Sometimes you just have that, you got the timing, you got the charisma, you got the practice, and that happened. Not every time I'm funny, nobody needs to be like, oh, that person was just been the sad. That's not true. I've had a lot of dark moments, but I've had like more light than dark. So and most of my funniest jokes come from, light moments than like dark, if that make any sense. When I get heckled, it depends on how high I am, on how I handle it. One way I like to do it is that like I like to act like I'm very apologetic. You know what I'm saying? For even like, because somebody been heckled, just like sometimes you gotta ask them. Just please stop. I'm too high for this. And usually people kind of like let that go. They might want to talk to you for like a little bit. But I am known for over roasting. So there's been times where hey, if I got the band with me or I got my DJ, we will make a song about you. I will find the flaw in your body and I don't know. I know some people in the room was there when I was making fun of that one girl doing COVID who would not come sit down. She was drunk right around the stage. So I made a song called Raggedy Ass Bitch. And everybody was just standing with lighters and shit. But it was a beautiful song. I could sing real well. But she was being raggedy, So it's just like, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to go there, but sometimes it ain't worth it. Sometimes people just want to talk, But like I don't know why people want to heckle. I can name a billion famous comedians. I don't know one famous heckler. Fuck Mac Jackson. I ain't forgave you, dog. I'm Brian. I cannot, bro. They miss you. they just wanna I wanna pray for them, bro. I wanna bless them. You know what I mean? Oh man. Enough said on that one. I have had the occasional. You usually know who the jacket promoter is by how much stuff they ask you to do before the show. A good promoter be like, hey man, just when you do me a favor, can you send me your headshot, bio, 2 clips that we can use for promotion. That's easy. I already got those lined up. When they start asking you a bunch of questions, this also goes for anybody performing. Anybody who asks you more than 2 questions ain't coming. All right? if somebody call you and they be like, what they serving, what kind of food they serve when they get there, is there parking, how much do you think drinks are gonna be, who all gonna be there, they're not coming. Same thing with promoters. The promoters start being like, well, how many people did you bring down? How much time you looking to do? Hey man, you know they got a game on after this. This is what it is. They start talking to you too much. That's a janky person, bro. I don't care that because real people who professional got their money coming in, they don't want to talk to you all day. Send me in the email so I can send it to somebody else. If they don't got an assistant, don't go with them. And anybody can get an LLC. That shit costs $100. Stop thinking that these niggas is entrepreneurs. All right, yeah, man. Come. Also, anybody with a street name, but they trying to blend it in with comedy, just being like, yo, welcome to, AK-47 comedy, and you're not getting paid. Welcome to Draco Comedy. That shit LLC. That's not, you not getting paid. Not on time. I'm glad I got that off my chest too. This is really let me in. Comedy groupies, yo. This is the craziest night I done ever had. In comedy, it was the only time I ever felt like I was living, and it's in Memphis. So I'm sorry, Atlanta. It's in Memphis. So me and my homeboy come out there. We're doing a show at this brewery, and after we get done with the show, and mind you, I was only supposed to do 45. I ended up doing an hour. 30. It was just going crazy. That like it just when you in that pocket. My homeboy Landon Lackey came up. He murdered before me. I came like right after him. And so we're about to bounce, and there's like some girls who was there for me. Landon, he married. Ain't nobody looking for him. You know what I'm saying? I tell people he married before they meet him. I was like, this is my married comedy friend, Landon. I don't want no competition. I'm only gonna roll with married niggas, so I can get out of. I was like, when I come on stage after, I was like, your last comic was married. I tell it even before the set, I'm like, yo, do that joke about you and your wife. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to, but so we sit over there, and but I was hungry. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't eat before shows 4 hours before that, and I just performed, so I was like, I'm hungry, and one of the people that had sponsored the show, it was this place called Boss's Wings in Midtown. It's closed now because of COVID killed it, but he was like, hey man, why don't you don't eat over there, come eat at Boston. I'm like, this is at 11 o'clock at night. This is after the shows. And I was like, aren't y'all closed? He was like, no, just come through. We pulled up. It's like Landon's got his friends and his like family that's out there. It's probably about like 20, 30 of us, right? We pull up to the place. It is closed. But he's the owner. So he comes there, he opens it up, and he's like, y'all get whatever beers y'all want from the thing. So we have an after party. And this dude is cooking up. I'm talking about any wing flavor we thought of. Like he got trays of wings out there. Everybody just eating wings. Music's playing. And it's just him, and it's just like it was like, what is going like? And then the girl she was like, who are you? You know what I mean? Just you get restaurants opened up. And she's like, yeah, baby. She don't know I only got paid $75. You know what I mean? And that's in the gas. They had to get us a room. Cause listen. Sometimes you ain't got. I know everybody think that when you try, they be like when they see me booked another city, they think I'm staying out there. Like if I ain't sleeping in the car, I'm looking for whoever want me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find a bed. That's my type. Anybody who also want to have sex with me, you know what I'm saying? That's my type. So I try to do that. Yeah, find a place to sleep. Yeah, and you know what I mean. So we did the thing over there, and then I went. I took her to her place. I disappointed her, and then you know what I mean. You can air this. I don't care. Please don't do it. They gonna know. But they knew already. But they don't need to know that they knew. But they knew. He gonna air it. I don't care. Most embarrassing moment as a comedian. There's one time I was at the Laughing Skull, and I was just doing my residency, and Miss Pat was there, and the microphone was up loud, and I'm already loud, and I can't hear it, but like I'm just too loud into an already loud microphone, and so I thought I was doing great, but I wasn't, you know. And no, I wasn't even. It was somebody else before me, and then Pat, you know, but no, Pat was there after I put that microphone up to let me know the entire walk into the green room that I'm too goddamn loud, and that like she's like you saying the right, but just like you ain't gonna say you doing too much. Like what is this character? You know what I mean? Like just you know, and it just like because it felt like I let somebody down who like I looked up to. You know what I mean? Who's effortless. You know what I mean? She put a lot of work in her stuff, but like her jokes is insane. You know what I mean? Like, and then for her to go up there and then do it, and then I think the most embarrassed was the day after she brought it back up again. After we already had 2 shows after that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it again. But then that next show she brought it the first thing she said to me, she was like, don't be too loud now, Mark. It's like, damn, man, we already got we ain't bringing up old shit. That shit was yesterday. That shit ain't today. But it's just like, you know, that was fresh on her mind. She was like whoever else was in there was like, hey, yeah, he's like, yeah, man, that was a great show. Yeah, just make sure that dude don't yell again. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody kept saying to me. So I had to learn how to use a microphone. That was on me. Embarrassing. My truth about comedy life is you're always gonna feel like you deserve something that you damn sure don't. Like there's a lot of things that I thought I was ready for, and then, you know, that fell through. But then a whole bunch of other stuff fell through. Like sometimes you'd be like, okay, I wanna put out an album through this company, and then that doesn't happen. But then the next month, that company's being sued by 15 other like companies, and that company's you know what I mean. So that would have been thrown away anyway. And a lot of times, like so, there's a lot of things. It's patience, like you know what I mean. Like a lot of things is patience. But the second time I ever did well, I thought I was supposed to headline. An hour a lot different from 5 minutes. 5 minutes is different on stage than it is off stage. You can practice practicing and knowing it and making sure that it's performance, because a lot of people just want to be funny, but your face is still on stage, your body is still on stage, your body language is on stage, your aura is on stage. Like a lot of people don't want to care about how they dress or how they come off, but your jokes are asking people to care about you, but you're showing that you don't care about yourself. So there's so many things that like you might just be missing, you know, just focusing on one thing, just thinking you deserve it. Because I was like, I always feel like I'm writing the hottest shit, but it's just like I wasn't performing it well or selling it well or being consistent in my selling, because I might be great 2 times they saw me and the third time might be lackluster, or, you know, 2 times might be like, or 1 time be great, but that's just really inconsistent in the eyes of a lot of people. And then like knowing different cities laugh at different things. Some people have no idea what you're talking about. Some people have like, no matter if it might be famous online to everybody. It might be famous on Twitter, but Twitter isn't a real space when you got to go to Provo, Utah, where it's all Mormons. You know, and that's where I had to film a special out there, and there's a lot of jokes that they just did not understand. You know, that I thought, man, everywhere else I toured, it killed. You know, they still laughed, but there wasn't a connection with it. You know, a new comic. Do something else, bro. It's enough. Start a podcast. I just play it, bro. Don't give up, bro. Write don't stop writing. Don't ever stop writing. Keep writing all day. Go outside, talk to people. Don't be writing in your house. You're writing conversations. Just keep writing. If something's funny, keep a notebook on you. Write down like I got 12 notebooks on like within my vicinity right now. My phone is littered with notes, because you never know whenever you find your groove and your style. Now that joke can be, because the jokes I bomb with at Cloud9 is on a special now. Like somebody paid and requested those jokes that I bomb with. I just didn't know how to tell them until 4 years later. And then, you know, those jokes actually started all my residencies around the city, whether I was at the comedy clubs or, you know, certain big time bars and stuff like that. But the same jokes I bomb with is the ones I'm killing with now. Five underrated comics that people should know. Tone Bell. That dude has done a lot for just comics in Atlanta, but that dude is hilarious. Cam Bertrand. And my dog. Deddy Flynn. He's really my biggest inspiration. That's crazy. I don't know why people don't know more Ronnie Jordan. That blows my mind. Or Henry Welsh. Henry Welsh, I think he just had a special come out too. That's big. I don't like he was on the skits of all the old Outkast records. He's a great voice actor. He's the man, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if people don't know more about him, but definitely Ronnie Jordan. I don't like it. I think I see more people blessed at, as fuck shirts than like people who know that the dude is fly for a reason. It came from a fly dude. So it's just like it's just certain people who like I know. Like I ain't like Hank Denson. I know these are all like Atlanta people. I think Alex Price up in Indiana. I think he's great. I think he's definitely start getting some looks. Laura Peak. There's comments about it, but it's like as far as my city, there's some big where like they should be selling out shows everywhere they go because they didn't had to go through what I went through and they came out. Some of them came out a lot better than me. You know what I mean? Like no one believed in Atlanta people, but you still got Rob Hayes, you still got Clayton, you still got Carlo. 85 South. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like it's not on accident that some of the best comedians I've ever seen are here, but I don't know how they ain't bigger than what they is. Rich as fuck. In 5 years, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be happy. I know everybody say money don't buy. That's stupid. For me, I done did everything else. My family love me. We ain't got no beefs. I don't got no suckers around me. All the people around me love me. You know what I mean? Like it ain't nothing. Can't nobody play me. I already did all the slime work. Me get all that out of the way. So it's once we get that money, bro, I'm gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be. If I was a hater, I'd hate now. Cause you're not gonna be able to get to me. I don't care what you say, bro. 1 to 5, like once I got everybody situated, we got these businesses opened up. 5 years, all everybody who in this room right now, we gonna be. I know Ferg a vegan, but we gonna be eating steak and lobsters. He'll have his seaweed and what's it? Shit, sea moss. Oh boy, when he get that sea moss, he gonna stop eating that bullshit. Yeah, man, I'm trying to throw a big family reunion party. I just want to be the cool uncle. That's it. I want to be the cool uncle with the big, barbecue parties. You know what I'm saying? Feel like with some good people around. No suckers around. And that's the best part about having money. You don't gotta see nobody you won't see. My proudest moment was when I got to open up for Baron Vaughn, who's also a comic. He was on a bunch of TV stuff too, but that was one of the last shows my pops got to go to. And then, Dulce Sloan was on that show, opening up for Baron. And, she on, Comedy Central and everything right now too. So it's like, but that was one of the last shows my dad got to go to, like while he was sick. But he said I wasn't that far away from the people I was performing with. And I was performing with people who I looked up to, I thought were better than me. But he was like, no, you did. You know what I mean? Like he was quoting my jokes after hearing them one time. Like, you know what I mean? So that's all I really cared about was like making, my parents happy. You know what I mean? If they proud of me, I don't really care about nobody else's. You know what I mean? I don't got no kids that I talk to. You know what I mean? I ain't got no kids that I talk to. So if you're out there, little half dead, daddy love you.
Cloud9 was my room, so this is funny, man.
You said what?
That was my room.
That was your room? Yeah, it did. Hey, I think Tyler was hosting that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So your room the one that killed me? You the one that sent them wolves out? It wasn't their fault. I was saying some bull.
Remember that happening. I was saying some boo.
Hey, listen, I was saying some boo. I had every recipe to get booed, and then I followed it to the T and I got booed. I deserve that. If y'all knew how many pilots I was on, man, if I was just better at acting, I could have been somebody, but I'm not. I'm that better. I gotta get famous, and then they'll forgive you for not being able to act like The Rock. Ain't nobody ever been like, bro, The Rock acted his ass off. Ain't nobody ever said that. But he big as a Marvel franchise. That nigga been The Rock every time I seen him. When I saw him in The Scorpion King, he was The Rock. When I saw him in Jumanji, he was The Rock but bigger. When I saw him,
It's not Dwayne Johnson.
the only time he wasn't being The Rock was in the first. I don't know if people remember this, but y'all remember the first Fast and Furious movie he was in when he had that Southern accent, where he was like, oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna come over there and arrest you. He stopped doing that. He stopped being that character in the next. Hobbs and Shaw, he just from Hawaii now. But what happened to the, hey, boy, I'm going to come down there and take you up, Vin Diesel. That's what he did. He just said, I don't want to do that no more. That's how you, come on, man. Bro, it's a lot of them. I don't know why people be, why is that? This is what we was talking about earlier. Why dudes be so scared to say they sing women? So I don't care if you can't. Only person who can't catch me, the only time I ever got embarrassed, I was killing Bugaboo in the car, right? I was killing Bugaboo, but my barber came out and locked eyes with me. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to back up. I had to get a new barber, but that was the only time. Just because your barber case, you know what I'm saying? Barber can't lock. You ain't supposed to lock eyes with your barber ever. You know, but definitely not singing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, I be killing Remy Wolf. I be singing that all the time. Ellie Ingram, Internet Sid, all the Sid songs. I feel like the Internet, that band, she wrote them songs for me, because you know what I mean. Like I be singing them at the top of my heart. You know what I mean. But I know what you mean by like women when they be like, heard it all before, which is crazy because that song's kind of about me a little bit too, but also I done been there. And I done been the cheater and the GD. You know what I mean? Or the cheated. I don't know. I'd have been me and the people who dated me. You know what I'm saying? Before. Heard it all before. But most important, your lives ain't working now. Look who they hurt now. Good song.
I knew y'all was special, man. You did what I'm saying? Y'all make me laugh for life. Hello.